So we're going to open up Easy Circuit to do the part of the programming. So if you open it for your first time, it's probably going to come up with either new project or load project in the middle of your screen. You want to click new project. Now for those who have done this before or are using someone else's laptop who they have used Core or Easy Circuit before, then what you want to press is new project or new here. And then if you click on it, it should come up with create new project. You want to give it a name like musical buzzer or whatever you want, because as long as you know what it is, I guess any name will be fine. Now we're going to tell the microchip, what we're actually going to put into it. So here you have ports. The ports are what you put the devices into. Now if we click the buzzer here, which is in the middle on the right side, and if you click it onto B6, it will come up there. Now we're also going to need to put a potentiometer here, and then we put that into C7. Now after you've done that, you can see that there are arrows coming out from the potentiometer and into the buzzer. These arrows mean whether it's an input or output. Output means that the chip here is giving a signal to the buzzer, while the arrow pointing to the chip means the potentiometer is giving an input into the chip. Now if you right click on it and click rename, we can actually change the name of these devices. Get rid of the number at the end of buzzer and also shorten potentiometer to pot so it's easier to read. Now we are ready to send it to Core, but before we do that, let's take a look at assembling the kit. So now after we've done the Easy Circuit part, we can actually get to putting this together. So if you remember, we put the buzzer, this thing, into B6, which is here at the top of the chip, if you can see it. Now, the way you actually put the things in is with your screwdriver, your trusty screwdriver, or any screwdriver you find in your house. If you turn it anti-clockwise, in the opposite direction of the clock, it opens the port here. So if I unscrew it, then it creates an opening for me to put the buzzer into. So at the tips of the wire, you can see it thins out, and that's the bit we're going to be putting into B6. Now, the colors of the wire actually determine which wire is being put into where. So, the white wire is put into the port that you set it in. For example, we set the buzzer into B6, so we put the white wire into B6. Now the black wire usually means negative or ground. So what you would put this into is a negative port here at the bottom, but we're not going to do that yet. So now, with the potentiometer, we're supposed to put this into C7. If you remember, we did it with the... Now, it's already unscrewed for me, but same again, if you turn anti-clockwise, then it unscrews it. Oh yeah, and turn clockwise again to re-screw it, to tighten it. Now it doesn't have to be incredibly tight, just tighten up so it doesn't fall out. Then with the red wire, usually goes to positive. So we're going to put that in the positive port, here at the bottom, the plus. Again, anti-clockwise to unscrew, clockwise to screw. Now the reason I left the black wires till last is because there's two of them, so it actually makes it harder to put in. So what we want to try and do is hold them together like this, close together, and then try and shove them both into the negative part, or the minus sign, if you would call it, and make sure that both of them are in and don't fall out, and then tighten. So now, if you've done this correctly, it should look something like this. It might look different if you chosen to put your buzzer into different ports, but yeah. Now, we're going to the programming part, Easy Circuit.